Hi everyone and welcome. This is Torgrim from Alfasoft.com, a supplier of research software and development tools here in Europe. In this video I'm going to show you how to create a custom import filter in EndNote to import BibTeX files that you have downloaded from the paper analysis solution Connected Papers. This will allow you to quickly add papers discovered through Connected Papers directly into your EndNote library. So let's get started. Connected Papers is a research tool that visualizes the relationships between academic papers. By entering a selected seed paper, Connected Papers creates a dynamic network of related papers, helping you discover similar papers, key concepts, and influential authors. It's a nice tool for researchers and students to explore and discover papers. As you can see here on the front page of Connected Papers, you can do a search, either by keywords or phrases. You can also insert the DOI number if you have that, or if you have the URL, the web page address from Archive or Semantic Scholar or Google Scholar or PubMed. You can also insert it here and then just select the paper and build a graph. So I have already built a graph. I have selected the seed paper effects on note-taking and retrieval practice. So that's on top here on the left. And as you can see here in the main window, there's a visualization of all the connected papers for this seed papers. So similar papers here. And you can see also there's some clusters here. And yeah, you can see also how, by looking at these connection lines, you can see also how they relate to each other. If you press the help here, you also get more information about what this means, the colors, the size of the bubbles and stuff. So, and I want to export these papers that you see listed here on the left to my EndNote library. There's several ways to do this. Please note that I can click here, for instance, the list view on the right top. And here I have options to sort them by number of citations, references, and similarity, and year. And you can also filter them by clicking this filter button here by keyword, PDF available, or open access. So there's several options here to sort them and filter them. You can also, please note, choose this prior works. So this is earlier work, so what this seed papers is based on, or references. And you have derivative works also, so papers that cite papers, this paper, seed paper, or papers that it's similar to. But for this case, I will import all of the similar papers that Connected Papers have found for me. So I just click this More button and download here. And as you can see here on the top, it's a .bib file. So this is the standard file extension for BibTeX files. And I can also open the folder, my download folder, and we can have a look at this. If you don't have an application associated with this kind of file, as the .bib file, you can right-click it and choose Open With and choose an application. So as you can see, for me, it's a Notepad file. So if I double-click it, it will open in my Notepad. And here you actually see the format for this BibTeX file. The problem with BibTeX files is that there's a lot of different formatting, a lot of different dialects depending on which source you export from. Yeah, in EndNote there's only one generic BibTeX import filter, so it can't perfectly import everything. So in many cases it's better to just make one ourselves. It's not that hard, as you will learn. But for now, let me just use the default BibTeX filter in EndNote and import this. So I open EndNote, my EndNote library here, And the default way to do it, if you have not set up anything else, you have just downloaded the file, is to open your library, choose File, Import File, and then choose the file. So I click the Choose button, select the download the file, click Open, and then I have to choose import filter. So if you don't see BibTeX here, please click the other filters, write BIB on your keyboard or scroll down till you find the BibTeX import filter, click choose, and I will leave the other options here and click the import button like this. And as you can see, we got all these 41 references into our library, but if I look at one of these, you will see it looks okay here, but something is wrong with the volume and pages. It didn't import that. Also here the DOI number got a comma and a space at the end. I don't want that. So I'm gonna make a custom so it's more suited to import this perfectly. So what I do is Control A, select all, press the delete button, and then I can also go to the trash, do the same, Control A, delete, and empty this import. Another thing, if you have a reference manager, you probably want that reference manager software to handle bib files and PubMed files and res files automatically, so you don't have to manually go open your library, file, import file, choose filter and stuff. So what you can do is tell your system that you want to open this in EndNote. EndNote is going to handle this. It's the same on a Mac. You right click it. On a Mac you choose Get Info. Probably a button here also when you're selected you can do this. This is the same as properties on a Windows system. So if I right click this, Windows 10 you'll see on bottom I have properties, but on Windows 11 I have to click the show more options, and then I have properties here at the bottom. So here I can choose which application that opens this file tab, that .bib extension. So I click change here, I choose EndNote, and set as default, apply, OK, and now you can see EndNote will handle these type of files in the future. So if I double click it, I'm asked to choose directly choose import filter, so if I just click choose here, it will import just as we did before. Also another nice option, let me see if I can see it here. This is, so if I click this download, I don't have any option. Let me right click it. Yeah, if I right click it in this web browser, you have an option to always open files of this type. So then each time I download it, I don't have to do anything. It will open in EndNote automatically. So I can choose that and close this. So next time it will hopefully do it. We can do a test, prior works, download. As you can see, it goes automatically. I don't have to do anything directly from the web browser to EndNote. I just have to choose the import filter, choose, and it's imported. So same settings, just Google, if you don't find it, Google how to open files automatically in Safari, Firefox, Chrome, and you will find a description of how to do it. Yeah, so I want to make a custom import filter for connected papers, so it does a better job at importing the reference data. So the way to do it, and this is the same for any source really, any format, is first I open the file to have a look at it like I did just before. So this file I downloaded, I right click it. This time I choose open in Notepad so we can see the content of the file. And here we'll see the tags we need to use to import this. Then I go back to EndNote, choose Tools, Import Filters, and here you can see we can make a new import filter from scratch, or we can also, if we have something that works kind of, oftentimes it's better, you save some time if you use that, just change, edit that one. So I think for this I'm gonna use the BibTeX filter, and the first thing I'm gonna do, so I don't accidentally overwrite this, I'm gonna do File, Save As, and I change the name of this to Connected Papers. BibTeX Connected Paper. Save, and now I can do the changes I like. So BibTeX here also Connected Papers. I can also write Alfasoft here. And then we go to the templates. As you can see, many of the tags are already here, but I will just select everything. So edit, select all, and edit, cut. So we start from scratch from the template. Everything from Connected Papers I will import as journal articles, since there is no, in the source file, there is no tag that decides or say which reference type it is. So, and I guess everything is journal article from this source. So what you do is first I'm gonna, so as you can see, every reference starts with this @ symbol. So I'm gonna start with that, just copy it, and that's my first tag. So Control C, Control V, and then I just copy everything on the right like this, paste it in the fields. This number here is what we will import, and this I'm gonna put in the label field in my EndNote library. So I click Insert Field, Label, like this. Then I press Enter to insert a new tag, and we just go down here, title. Please remember to also get the spaces, so you have everything until the first character or symbol appears. Control V to paste, Tab to move to the field, copy everything on the right, Control V, and this is the title, so I just select everything here except for the curly brackets, insert field, title, enter, and I just do this for all the different tags here. And what I do to switch between here is Alt Tab on my keyboard, so that's the shortcut key to jump between the different application you have open in your Windows. It's the same on my Command tab. Then we have the URL, Control V, Tab, copy everything on the right, Control C, Control V, and I select only the URL part, insert field, and there's the URL field. Click on the right, enter, and then we have the abstract, Control V, Tab, and it goes until here. Control V, and then I select inside the curly brackets the abstract text, insert field, and abstract. Click on the right, enter, and author, So let's do this last one quickly. This is author. Click on the right, enter. Journal name. No, sorry. Only until the first symbol or character. Then I take this on the right. So here's the journal name. Journal, there you go. And then we have the volume. Actually, it seems like this would have worked because this has null for some reason inside it. But we're gonna make a custom, so let's just do this. And then pages. No, sorry. Only to the curly brackets. And we must select the text inside the curly brackets and pages. And then we have the DOI number at the end here. Like this. Select the DOI number and insert field DOI. Like that. So then we have all the fields listed here. I will also scroll and see are there any other fields, because as you can see the first here only have these fields, so I have a little bit more volume and pages, but I think these are the only one from connected pages export files. I can't see any others. We have a PMID, the PubMed ID. That one we can also import. Insert field. Guess this is the correct one. Yeah. Can of course add more afterwards. If we discover there's other fields we could import, but I can't see any others right now. So there you go. So that's our template for connected papers. We can also check the other options here, author parsing. If you look at the author, let's see where I have here. And I have checked it, it's always space and space between authors, even if it's 3 or more. So we can actually set this. It's always first name and then last name. We can have a smart processing of this between authors. Smart will work here, but we can also, since it's so consistent with space and space, we can write space and space. I guess that will work also. So yeah, and then continuation lines, ignore, always join an article as default. So these I will typically set the same as author, smart, other, and space. Field editing, I see that they are using null when the field is empty. So what we can do actually for pages and abstract, we can add the word null. And for volume, where is volume? So it doesn't import null, it just leaves the field empty, hopefully. and then we have abstract, also null, like this. This is not mark record, so we skip that. First tag is always an @ symbol, so this is correct. Yeah, there's no source tagging here telling us which reference type it is, so we can leave that too. So there you go. Now we have made a custom import filter for connected papers, export files. So I just go to File, Save, and close this. And then I added this new import filter to my EndNote. And we can go to the download folder, and once again, since I'm now set my system to always open these files in EndNote, I just double click them or open them. This time I choose, it was actually selected by default, BibTeX connected papers. And the import starts. 41 references, and if you look at this now, as you can see, it doesn't have anything in the pages and volume field. It doesn't have the null, and there's no space and comma after the DOI number. I think this first, wasn't it? Was null in the no. What was the first? Let's check that. There was, let's see, there was a reference with null in the abstract, wasn't it? Let's see if this one, was it? Yeah, this one. Testing unsuccessfully. Let's check that to see if it worked. So I just search for that. And looks like we have actually duplicates, but if I select this, there's no null in the abstract, but the duplicate actually have something. So I guess there was two of the same in the export file. So that's how you do it, how you make a custom field. Just look at the, open the exported file in, for instance, your text editor or Notepad. Look at the format, and then open EndNote, Tools, Import Filters, New Filter if you want to start from scratch, or if you know an import filter that is closely related to it, then you can just use an existing one. Start with File, Save As with new name, and you can start editing and changing whatever you like, and end with File Save to save your changes. Yeah, some other tips you could, there's, I think it's 300 or something included import filters when you install EndNote. But if you let's go on the internet here. If you go to or Google just EndNote import filters and go to EndNote.com import filters, there's a database where you can download, you can search and download import filters from here. The same goes for output styles. I think there's 500 included in the default install of EndNote, but it's close to 10,000 I think out there. And of course there's also lots of custom made output style from university and stuff. So here you can search, for instance, and let's see if there's some BibTeX import filters here. This is included, but I can see here there's also an IEEE BibTeX file. So to install this, just download it, then open it, and then save as. I remove the copy like this. I don't like that in the name, so click save, and then you've added that that import filter to your EndNote. It's the same for output styles and connection files also. And yeah, if you Google import filters, and you can also have the name of it, for instance BibTeX. You can also find a lot of downloadable custom-made files from universities globally. So just research these results you get from when Googling this. So then you will probably find more here. As I said, the problem with especially BibTeX I found is that there's so many different dialects. You can see this also if I, for instance, go to CitationTree. So here, this is kind of a little bit the same as Connected Papers, but this is a citation tree. So here on the bottom, you will see papers that cite your seed paper, this big one here in the middle. And also these are reference and second citations here on the top. So it's not as advanced as Connected Papers to find similar papers. It just uses the citation and referencing between papers. But you see, if I go down here and export these references, oh, I know I set it to automatically open, because this is also a .bib file. If I use the generic, so bib, as I did before, and choose, you see I don't get any references imported with the default. Same if I use Connected Papers, I wouldn't get anyone. And if I open the file to look at it, where is this one? So I right click, open with Notepad. You see it has much the same format, but for some reason this has 4 spaces before title and year and DOI and URL, and this makes it so that EndNote can't import them. So much the same here, just edit existing BibTeX file and use this, copy this as the tag with the 4 spaces before it, and then you will be able to import. I think I have made that too. So if I go to, let's see, if I double click it once more, and this time I choose BibTeX CitationTree here, and import, and as you can see now it worked. It doesn't have that many reference data from this source, but it imports nicely here, as you can see. And since the DOI number is here, I can also just right click. You can do, of course, select everything here, find reference update, and EndNote will go online and try to find reference data from this DOI number. As you can see, it did update all fields, and you get this automatically filled for you here. To select many in series, click the first one, hold the shift key, click the last one in the series, or you can control click like this, and then right click, find reference update, or control A to select everyone. Yeah, and just to show you this citation tree, how that looked in comparison to the Connected Papers, edit. So it's much the same, but if you go to template, you can see that here on the tag on the left I have 4 spaces. So that's basically the difference between Connected Papers and CitationTree. So now I have filters to handle direct export from those 2 sources. Okay, I think that's it. You now know how to create a custom import filter for EndNote, and with practice you'll be able to easily import references from various sources into your library. If you like this tutorial, please consider subscribing to our channel for more EndNote tips, and please leave any questions or suggestions in the comments below and we will answer them as fast as possible. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.